everyone, today's episode is sponsored by Mugsy Genes. Head to Mugsy.com and use the code INSIDE for $10 off.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Oh, wait.
Whoa! Okay.
Like an amateur.
Shut up!
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Thursday.
Oh, happy Thursday, everyone.
Happy Thursday. Thank you so much.
Many blessings on this
Many
Thursday.
blessings to you.
Oh,
Many blessings to you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about everyone's favorite broken disaster of a game.
Ooh, Anthem? Is it an Anthem video?
No, we're talking about Fallout 76.
Oh.
The OG Anthem. The Anthem before Anthem.
It's not even fun to dunk on them anymore.
It's just like kicking
A dead
A dead
horse.
horse is way too, that's-
Shooting fish in a barrel.
No, I was gonna say maybe a kid whose parents just got divorced.
Fallout 76, the, I guess, child of divorce of gaming, occupies a special place in gaming history. It was Anthem before Anthem was Anthem.
Yeah, it released a little more than a year ago, right, Zach?
Yep.
All right, good. Thank you.
Where were we in the script?
So anyway, Connor.
Yep. And like Anthem, it was an example of a studio stepping out of its comfort zone and trying to make an online multiplayer game. Trying being the operative word here.
Yeah, and multiplayer. Let's not also forget game.
Not trying.
Also, they weren't that far out of their comfort zone. They had an MMO that's still pretty popular. And
I don't know, yeah, the result was a pretty broken disaster.
yeah, it had a very rough launch with a bunch of issues that at this point it's way too many to even list.
Oh, I'm still waiting on my canvas bag. This will not stand. The canvas bag I did get and then was recalled, so I'm waiting on the second one. But as time has gone by, you'd think that Bethesda would keep polishing and refining the game. Sanding off those rough edges and making it into a quality product that everyone enjoys.
I don't know what would make you think that, but somehow Bethesda has managed to keep making the problem even worse, right, Zach?
Yeah, and this latest screw up, the newest patch of the game managed to mess up both the armor and the weapons in the game. And those are both pretty important if you ever played a Fallout game.
That's the game.
That's the game right there.
I guess I'll read a book.
I just go there to build.
Yeah, this came to light after someone posted a video of themselves in legendary Thorn armor, which honestly just looks like someone doing a bad cosplay of a bush.
Have you guys seen it?
Yeah, it looks like
It's
Send
hilarious.
it to me. Whoa, that's cool.
It's not. I sent you the wrong image.
It was a dick pic!
That's you.
But after the patch, every time they reload a weapon, it made their defense stats drop.
That sounds like an accidentally interesting gameplay mechanic.
Honestly, yeah.
Roguelike, yeah.
In the video, the player's armor pieces start out with an armor stat of 519. I don't know what that means.
assume that's good, yeah.
Then they shoot their gun, reload it, and it drops to 414.
That's bad.
That's a lower number. I'm no firearms expert, but I don't think reloading should do that.
Every 3 shots, turn it around him.
It's
Pop
like
one
going
into
to
yourself.
you go to a firing range and when you reload, one of the employees punches you in the head. Load clip.
It also reportedly happened after people were just reloading film into a camera. The bug doesn't happen all the time. It definitely happens sometimes.
Oh, and it's not just armor, right, Zach?
Oh yeah, other people reported that their guns are wearing out much faster now. One player even said his harpoon gun broke 75% faster now, to the point where they couldn't even get off 15 shots.
The standard for a harpoon gun.
Yeah, everyone knows your harpoon's worthless if it can't get off 20 shots per minute.
When you're stabbing at thee from hell's heart, and you can only get 15 arrows. Moby Dick.
Yeah,
everyone.
I know. Reading
You got
that
it?
definitely
Okay,
paid
cool.
off. Cool. A classic! The people on my private server that I definitely pay for and have are gonna be super PO'd about this one.
Don't swear.
Are gonna be Bethesda responded to one thread by saying, "Thank you for your reports of reloading affecting bonuses provided by armor. We are investigating this now and we will let you know as soon as we have more information to share."
Yeah, most of their most loyal players seem to have had enough. Thank God they finally known how to get out of that relationship. One person on the Fallout 76 subreddit, Beelzebot,
Beelzebot.
he wrote, "I would strongly advise everyone not to give Bethesda any more money until they have some kind of team working on Fallout 76, which if you're a game that you can actively play should be the bare minimum of what's required is having
Who's
a game."
giving them money?
Stop it!
It's a very publicly bad game.
Todd, can I get another? No! Stop!
We know it's a bad game. They don't need your money. Stop giving them your money. Anyway, these are the players you want to keep around because they've stuck with your game for God knows why. And they're the ones who are most likely to tell other people if the game ever gets good.
Oh, GG's.
It hasn't gotten good.
But they put a battle royale in it.
Yeah, the game, much like Anthem, has been one series of disasters after another, which we'll get into. But before we do, guess what hasn't been one series of disasters after another? Mugsy Genes!
Oh!
Way to nail that sick burn, Connor, but let's talk about some good genes. Yeah, Mugsy Genes are the most comfortable genes ever made. That's no exaggeration. That says it right here. Mugsy's are real jeans that literally feel as comfortable as sweatpants. The magic is in Mugsy's proprietary fabrics, which include a blend of high-tech materials that can make these jeans mind-blowingly soft and flexible. Best of all, Mugsy's come in a stylish fit that's not too baggy, but not too tight. It's just just right, so you look even better than you feel. So if you want comfortable jeans that look good, Mugsy Jeans are for you. The guys at Mugsy are so confident, that's half the battle is just getting that confidence up. Yeah, you'll love them. They're so confident that you'll love them that they're offering free USA shipping and returns so that your comfort is 100% guaranteed. Do your legs a favor and grab your own pair of the jeans that are sweeping the nation by heading to Mugsy.com. That's Mugsy.com. And use the code INSIDE for $10 off. Again, that's Mugsy.com and use the code INSIDE for $10 off. Thanks for letting me talk to y'all about jeans. And back to you, boys.
So getting into that endless stream of Fallout 76 disasters, it was released in October of last year and had a bunch of problems, including issues with lighting, NPCs being locked in the depots, game erasing bugs, texturing problems, audio issues, rendering issues, floating enemies in buildings, and AI issues, just to name a few.
Jesus, it's like the side effects.
That's everything.
That medication commercial. You may experience T-posing, NPC phasing, and diarrhea.
And in some cases, death.
There were also really heavy bobby pins. Oh, and a premium edition of the game that included a canvas bag that actually turned out to be not made of canvas.
Not at all.
Until people shamed Bethesda into making it right and they got their big stupid bags.
So the game has kind of lumbered along since then. It's still got a core group of followers who Bethesda then tried to further exploit by offering a premium membership called Fallout First that would let people set up private servers.
And that's funny because it seems like the regular Fallout 76 servers are also pretty private. Kind of like when you go to a restaurant that's going out of business. There's nobody around.
Yeah, Zach, that pissed people off too, right?
Yeah, it felt like Bethesda was adding features that people had long requested, like, an unlimited storage chamber, but they were charging for it, and then some people learned that the private servers weren't private at all, which they couldn't prevent randos from joining their private servers, which that's kind of the point of having a private server, unless I'm missing something obvious here. No, it sounds like it pretty much had the privacy of an emergency room waiting lobby.
Oh, Brad! Damn! Come for you, hospitals! And then others reported that the allegedly newly created worlds had dead NPCs and already looted junk inside.
It's like somebody got in there with a hammer before you.
Enjoy your Christmas present, bitch.
So they were used servers, Fallout 76.
So, Zach, is Bethesda giving up on Fallout?
Well, earlier this year, Bethesda's Pete Davidson. Not this time. Bethesda's Pete Hines swore that they weren't throwing in the towel. He told GamesIndustry.biz in June that the game would evolve over time and added, "I appreciate that there might be folks who are tempted to throw up their hands and call it quits, but that's just not how we're wired." We believed in it, the fact that it didn't go the way we expected and that it had issues that maybe we should have foreseen and should have planned for. Doesn't mean we didn't believe in what the game was and could become.
Interestingly, he also said that none of the Fallout 76 team included people who worked on Elder Scrolls Online, which had a rough launch but ultimately became a good game that you could play online with other people and wasn't used or poisoning people with mold.
Maybe they could have given those guys a call first. Maybe gotten some tips, some hot tips and tricks for how to make an online game, but no. Like Anthem, Fallout 76 was a case of a studio that took a risk on a game that was outside of its comfort zone.
Well, you never do anything new.
No,
do what you
never
know
change.
until you die.
Never change.
And also, like Anthem, the results have not been great. As you may have heard, online games are completely different from single player. They require a ton of resources and constant upkeep. The games are basically living, breathing things that need a lot of maintenance. It's like having a cactus for a month and then saying, maybe I can get a guinea pig.
Fallout 76 is some horrible genetic experiment.
You drop some kibble and you're like, I ate it!
Pete Hines is standing over it, just giving it injections. Throwing up all over him. Just doesn't look like Bethesda is putting in the resources that Fallout 76 needs to be a hit. And for the players who are still there, the least they could do is not break their armor while they're just trying to reload. Poor guys.
Yeah, we tried to figure out just exactly how many players Fallout 76 has left, and this is an exact science. It's a little bit of that good old-fashioned clown math. So this is gonna be kind of some guesses, but this is like some educated conjecture.
Edgy guesses?
Yeah, so the subreddit has 207,000 subscribers, which is a good sign. They probably don't all actively play, but there's a lot of people who are at least interested in the game. Over on Twitch, we checked this morning, and there were 207 people watching streams of the game, so that's less than Super Mario World and Diablo 2.
That's Todd Howard walking around the office like, you guys on Twitch?
Then we checked out a site called Player Counter, which says it gets live player counts of online games through tracking their network traffic. Big games like Fortnite have a live count of 5.8 million players according to the site. FIFA 20 has over 350,000, and Borderlands 3 has nearly 200,000. Then we looked up Fallout 76 this morning, and it had more than 24,000 players, which is actually a lot more than we thought.
Way more.
And
They're all
Fallout's-
raiding one server before one guy gets in later tonight.
Enjoy your Christmas present, Maria.
So, and then interestingly, when we looked up the most played Xbox games, it's in the top 50 according to Microsoft, which keeps a running list. And it's at the bottom of that list. It's behind Madden NFL 18 and Terraria. But hey, it's on the list.
So if there's a silver lining to all of this, it's that there are people still playing Fallout 76. There is still a significant core of players who are keeping the game afloat, at least for now.
If Bethesda can just avoid breaking the game anymore, maybe they'll even stick around, which is honestly kind of sad. It's like a relationship, like Zach alluded to at this point. Guys, you don't have to settle for this. There's so many other games out there that want to treat you right.
Hey, I get 2 Christmases now.
I'm not a bad game. You're a bad player.
What do you mean your guns are damaging your armor? Your armor's always been 414.
Gaslighting doesn't exist. You're just crazy.
You're becoming your father.
What do you expect when you constantly reload, huh?
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Inside Gaming for Thursday.
It's for the first day.
It's Bethesda Thursday.
That's pretty, that's way better. So Fallout 76 hasn't been the biggest success for Bethesda, to put it mildly, and yes, boy are we in for 10 minutes of just dunking on Bethesda. I'm sorry, I love you guys, but damn it, you really stepped into
Gonna
it.
be a good day. Yeah, it came out a year ago, and at the time it was ridiculed for being buggy and glitchy.